Hi, my name is Nicholas Gates. I'm here to talk to you about my presentation over evolution of tech, past, present, and future. We're just going to go over a variety of different things on how tech has influenced and improved different areas of life for the human race. First thing I want to go over is just how those changes came about, what trials people had, what improvements they made to help move that industry forward in a way. And that's just a brief overview of what we're going to go over. The first thing I do want to go over is computers. Computers drive by every day. That is what most of this planet does. And this is a picture of one of the first computers ever made. It's the size of a giant room, very little of any kind of space for memory. All that just led to just a small piece of paper with basically a bunch of numbers on it. And this is more of a prototype to some of the earlier desktops. Um, it's where the first keyboard was integrated, and along with the first monitor, and that is a very, very basic motherboard. And it was just the simplest of ways. And this is where we are today, especially with the way that gaming in general moves PC, it moves tech. Um, Computers wouldn't be the same without any of those influences moving forward, along with any kind of mathematicians and stuff like that. This is more of a computer I see in the future to come. Just a holographic monitor, all the weird color lights and stuff, just basically the stuff you see in movies. That is where I see the computers going in the future. Just something amazing, visual eye pleasure. And then next, we're just going to quickly jump into how cars, the technology of cars, have improved and where they started from. And this is one of the older, I can't really say what model, it's not a Ford, I do know that, but we can see where they were with that. Like just a simplicity, the simplistic design that it has. And just going from there is going to more sleek present time cars with the curves and also just the improvements on the wheels and the cage housing, the cottage housing, however you want to say it, for the driver to make them feel safe. Those safety improvements came over time because of those mistakes made in the past that we never had. And this is one from the future, more of taking the human element out of it and having that technology improve to make people safer, driving basically without anybody having to touch the wheel. Just basically catering to our every need, where we need to go, no matter how long it is. And I think it's one of the coolest pictures I've come across. And this is just going to technology of humans in general. This is an older picture of children that didn't really have much, and technology wasn't really there for them. And so, over the course of centuries, years, however you want to put it, those have changed along with technology, and it's visually you're visually able to see it, the transition from generation to generation with this picture. Also, this is just a modern day classroom, a bunch of happy, healthy kids, much different than the previous picture that we did look at. And that's just a small way that advancing technology can improve. And this is a totally different one. The tech around them helps them be in space. It's a totally different feeling. And it's just, you can't be there without those advancements in technology. And I just love it because it's a field that never stays the same. Technology is all around us. It will always be around us. And that's just a simple way to say it. And the next is farmers. They have had it the hardest um, with the way their tech is. Like back in the day, old, heavy, clunky machines that they had to just drag around day in and day out to get the smallest of tasks done. And the improvements made to that came in present time, where a lot of our stuff is big, bulky, and clunky, but it's automated. And it made their lives so much easier with the population growing. And that technology is imperative. It is so important. that it happened, just the evolution of it. I love it. And then this, I see this in the future. It's one of my future picks. And personally, I like it because it's just clean. It's simple, easy to organize, just it's very maintainable. Takes creativity of a massive amount to pull this off. And it's just astonishing. And I just hope those improvements keep going so we can help those other people. And this is probably one of the funnier ones I've seen. It's just technology, man, early, man. The biggest accomplishment at the time was fire, and that was the start to a lot of things. And without that, who knows what would happen? And so that is probably the biggest jump in technology. And that leads them to wanting to do more and trying to make ways to where they can be safe around fire. And so the technology from that led to tools, tools led to other things, and it's just no matter how hard we look, it will always be some form of tech in the simple ways, and then they match with some of the more complex. And today's working place is also full of gadgets. That's come a long way from tools made of stone and sticks, right? We have all kinds of gadgets and gizmos, phones, tablets, computers, like digital watches, just Bluetooth, you name it. Like we have improved on it and just took it a whole nother level. And in the future, of course, just medically, any any kind of hologram that can help from testing or anything, that's going to be big. Where you can test and do it digitally and see it and improve on it without having to hurt people or worry about people just dying or test dummies or anything like that. But
Hi,
that's going to be the biggest thing
my name is Nicholas Goetz.
on
I
that.
just want to talk to you
And I just
about
want to say thank you.